Obviously, I'm a Yankees fan, so I'd love to see him.
It's almost like legacy of like the NFL versus.
But I definitely think that Baker could be a really good player for the Panthers moving forward.
Did I say Oreos?
There's a lot of questions I have about Mahomes. Looks like a kid playing Madden.
Turning point in the game is the 13-second drive.
They play very hard, even though they're terrible.
He's a good pick. For sure. He's going to be a good player. But I can't argue against the Jamar Chase pick.
They made moves saying we're going to win this year, at least get into the playoffs.
I'm going with my guy, Corey Seager. So glad.
What's good, y'all? My name is Austin Drummond, and I play rugby for the University of Notre Dame. And you're listening to The Outsider's Opinion with Austin and Kevin.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our NFL Opinions of the Week. This is being recorded before Week 3. And, of course, the Dolphins are struggling, as we've done video on them before. But the question is, will Quinn Ewers start?
At some point this season.
Yeah, at some point
this season.
Just I'm assuming
I'm not counting like last week of the year. I'm saying like multiple weeks at some point in the season.
I want to say yes, but it's not going to be because they bench Tua. It's going to be because Tua gets injured.
Okay, I think Tua gets benched.
Okay.
So this is not necessarily before week 3 because the Dolphins have played their game on Thursday night. So they're 0-3.
Forgot about
But it's before the Sunday night games. But I think Tua is going to get benched. If you watch the film, it doesn't look like he trusts his arm. And you can usually tell when a QB trusts their arm or not. He's not seeing the field well. I don't know if it's confidence issues or he doesn't want to get hurt or whatever the problem is. But I think that if Mike McDaniel either gets fired or Tyreek Hill gets traded, there'll be a pressure from the organization to try to get something out of this season, which would be trying out a rookie QB.
Okay, I'm in a disagreement on that because if it's up to the owners, they're going to play Tua because they invested.
I disagree.
In him. Okay.
I disagree because I think that they see the writing on the wall and it would be a waste of a season to only see Tua play if Tua is going to be horrible. At least if you play Ewers and give him the chance to prove himself good or bad, you'll know whether or not this next draft you need to draft a QB because this next draft may be really good with QBs, right? And it probably will be between a couple of the guys that are coming out. Nussmeier, Lenore Sellers, some other guys. So I think it's important for them to decide quickly because if you don't and you draft a QB next year, right, and trade Tua or something happens to Tua or you start Tua next year too, at some point you're actually causing yourself to spend more money because the QB position is just so expensive. So let's put this out there. Let's say you start Tua all season. Let's say he gets hurt or whatever, but he starts the majority of the games. You start him again next year. Well, that's a year off of Quinn Ewers' contract. So, and you are a big proponent of getting rookie QBs or rookie contract QBs to be your starters. Well, you lose a year of control there. So if you find out that Quinn Ewers is the next guy, not only did you waste the first-round pick on a QB maybe and had that QB battle and Quinn Ewers wins it, but also you waste a year of Quinn Ewers' contract. So I think that because of how bad Tua plays, it's not actually worth it. If this was a different position, like running back, I would definitely see them play that particular player all season. But QB is a position that you're going to waste money quicker than by starting a guy than benching him. Especially with how Tua is playing right now. What were you going to say?
You make the right point in a long-term view of how much money they would spend. I don't think the Dolphins ownership and GM are going to think of it that way. They're going to think about wasting the money currently. And my argument against playing Tua next year, because next year they would get a new coach under the scenario where McDaniel was fired. To me, the coach is going to go, I don't want Ewers or Tua. I want a new quarterback, and instead they draft a first-round quarterback.
I find it hard to believe that they say I don't want to at least try Ewers. Because Ewers has a lot of potential, even though he was a 7th-round pick, in my opinion.
He does have a lot of potential. I can see him starting for McDaniel wanting to keep his job. Of, okay, hey, Tua doesn't work for me. I need a different quarterback. Let me try.
Okay, let's go down that road really quickly. Let's say he does that. When would Tua get benched this season? Would it be sooner rather than later to try to save his job?
It's got to be sooner or later if he wants to save his job. I'm wondering, when did Sean? I'm trying to think. I think Sean Payton and Russell Wilson might be the only comparison you can really make, because right now Tua is on the second year of his deal according to Spot Track. Next year, it's hard to get out of it, but the following year there's a potential out in 2027. Because they just signed Tua to this deal. That's where I can see the ownership being like, no, we're working with Tua no matter what.
It wasn't just. It was the year before, right? It wasn't this past year, the year before. I thought it was.
Because when did Jordan Love sign his contract? Last year, right?
Are you saying that he signed it in 24 or 25? 25 summer or 24 summer?
Okay, this is where my brain gets confused. So, what is the Dak contract saga summer? So last year when Dak's going through all that contract stuff, that would be 24 summer, right? This is
that was the 24 summer.
Yeah, 24 summer. I want to say it went Tua, Jordan Love, Dak.
Yeah, that was okay. That's where we were having a disagreement, because when we say last summer, I mean the summer that just happened, 25. Because the season's already started, so that would be last summer.
Yeah.
But yeah, 24 is when he signed it. This is the first year of the contract, but it's not the first year after he signed it, if you get what I'm saying. Like he signed it,
this
played
is the
a year.
First year of the contract, because good NFL teams pay a year in advance. It's a foreign concept to the Dallas Cowboys. So he's in his second year of the deal now. And after the third year of the deal is when he can get out, when they can possibly get out of it. They will lose money, but it's not as a huge.
I'm looking at a potential out.
Did with
it would be $35 million in dead cap, which is not as much as the $72 million they would owe him after that point. So basically, they get half off of what they would.
They get half off. And you can make do. Like, I don't know how the Broncos are doing it, but they paid Russell Wilson a boatload of money to not be on the team. It would have been cheaper, I believe, to keep him on the team than not.
Well, they just paid his contract, like fully paid his contract and released him.
Yeah, they fully paid it.
Because he was fully guaranteed. It's just like Kirk Cousins. Like, if he were to get cut, Kirk Cousins is 100% guaranteed. Like, the Falcons cannot get out of paying him the money, no matter what happens, unless he were to legitimately retire, which he's not going to with that much on the plate.
Yeah. I wonder. No, that wouldn't make sense. What if Miami and Atlanta talked and was like, let's just swap quarterbacks?
Too much money. I mean, what is the point? I don't know what the point is for the Falcons, unless you were to give the Falcons picks.
You could, but I do think the Falcons would be.
I would say at this point, I think Kirk Cousins is a better quarterback than Tua, based on what I've seen over the past 3 weeks. I mean, Tua looks scared.
And I would say Kirk Cousins would fit the Mike McDaniel.
Oh, 100%. Better than Tua is currently, at least.
Yeah, the argument for the Falcons would be there's that potential out with Tua. And you have a backup.
Oh, okay.
So they're like, we want to get off this deal because there's no potential out with Kirk Cousins.
Here's my question regarding that. Is that their contracts would end at the same time, right? Because 2027, that'd be this year, next year, and next year, right? It'd be. Oh wait, no, it's before 2020. Okay. So yes, you would save money. Yes, you'd save money. Okay,
you'd save money with Kirk. And you would still have.
You save money. You save money making the trade if you're the Falcons. The Falcons would save money.
That's why the Falcons do it. The Dolphins do it for this season. In next season, it's more of a short-term deal.
Well, it wouldn't be short-term because it'd be longer than Tua.
It would be longer
this year and 2 more years.
It would be short-term in the aspect you don't have to develop a guy.
Sure.
So that would be the reason for the trade. Because I'm sure the Falcons want to get off the Kirk Cousins situation.
True. I do think I want to have a Cousins video eventually, but I do think that Cousins will start somewhere. The injuries that we've seen in the again, you made a good point about the Bengals thing, but like that Kirk obviously is getting paid way too much for him to get traded to the Bengals. But if the Bengals win a couple more games and Jake Browning gets hurt, right, and they're like sitting at 4-0 with whoever the third string quarterback is, at some point you got to make a move, right? But who would that be? I don't know.
I also wonder, do the Vikings look at it? Or you could do there are a lot of options. If it was a 1-year deal, there would be a lot of suitors for
100%. 100%. 100%.
I think the Niners,
But it's 3 years, 145 million.
3 years.
Or 3 years, 135 million. 135.
Yeah. So like the Niners, I think it would work because that's when Kyle Shanahan would be like, I can work with him till Brock Purdy comes back, but then you have him for 3 more years. The Vikings could be interesting.
I can see a lot of them. It's a weird conversation. I don't want to get too off track. We'll do a video about it eventually.
But Quinn
Still,
Ewers
your state is that
What?
Ewers will start at some point this season.
Yes, but it's because of injury. It's not. I don't see them benching Tua if he's healthy because of the money.
That's where you and I
aspect.
disagree. Okay. We'll have a Cousins video eventually. We've already done 2 Dolphins videos now, and that's just to state how bad they've been to start this season. But we'll have to see. Tua's leash, I do think, is getting shorter. What?
And Ewers is an interesting. I would say a unique prospect because he went 7th round. I'm pretty sure I had him going in the 1st round to the Rams. I think he's a good quarterback. And looking at it now, I'm curious. What is that? Was he doing well in the Texas offense? That may not be as easy as people think, because given how much.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I think that he's a very high ceiling, low floor type of player. A player that could be very, very good or very, very bad. But I think that where they're at with Tua right now, it is worth the risk 100%.
Yeah, I would like to see Ewers play because, as I mentioned with Texas, I'm very interested in what is Arch Manning that bad? I doubt it. Is it a mix of the Texas offense and Arch Manning? Yes. And that offense was doing well with Ewers at quarterback.
Yeah. I'd be interested to see. I do think Ewers starts no matter what this season, but I don't think it's because of injury. I think it's because Tua gets benched.
All right. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Which side are you on? We appreciate you listening to Outsiders Opinions.